folks, and welcome to this evening's vlog. As you may have already guessed, we was in Universal Studios earlier. We've stayed for the Stay and Scream, and now we're doing Halloween Horror Nights. You join us just as we're about to have a crusty burger for dinner. Then we're going to hit the houses. 2 left to do that we didn't do last time. Then we can chill and just chill the night brings. So I'm really looking forward to this. This is our last time we're doing Halloween Horror Nights of this year. We will of course do that next year. Overall experience has been great. Just hope that tonight meets it up to what it was last Saturday. It's Friday the 13th, so absolutely anything can happen. Go. Well, that was the last of us done. To be honest with you, the problem we had is because it was the first house we done tonight, and we was outside in the daylight for the best part of hour and a half. It took your eyes quite a while to adjust to the dark in there, so you was halfway through until you really got to grips with it. I did get a lot of scares, I will admit that. Strange creatures, it starts off as like it's an infection stage, and they slowly goes through, and then the creature really comes out to get you. It was okay. I'm not going to turn around and say it was out of this world, but we enjoyed it. So we now have one house left to do, which is the darkest still. Then we've done all 10 over our 2-night visit, and then we can just pretty much chill out, take in the show, and go back and do our favourites. So catch you in a bit. Although this is the last house, and we will come back and do this house, will complete our 10 over a 2-night visit. Really looking forward to it. Then we could just chill out. I'm knackered. Okay, here goes the last house. Again, because of the light as you go into the house, once it gets dark, obviously this evening, it's much easier. You couldn't see. I think it's actually people in front of us as well as us who got lost in the house, and we were sort of, the scare actors pointing the way at one point, and I actually had one of them, you know, the scare actors don't actually touch you, but accidentally one of them clawed me. But it was an experience. I get the story, pretty cool story, and yeah, that completes our set of 10 over 2 nights. We can now take in the show, take in the scare zones, and go back and do 1 or 2 of our favourites. So we'll catch you in the scare zones in a bit. Rachel has picked up dinner. She has a Diet Coke herself. I have a vanilla milkshake. Rachel has the chicken waffle sandwich with tater tots. I have curly fries with a crusty burger. Classic crusty. As it gets darker, you get lost in this fog.
My search for the legendary Tommy Scott's souls has led me into the depths of this jungle. It is said that those who harness the power of the stone possess the ability to create new life.
It's all the fine detail, should I say, like this plane that's just been crash landed here. He's seen better days. You say it time and time again, but this place just gets better and better as the sun goes down, and all the neons come out, the smoke effects, the screams. It just adds to a brilliant night. We've go back through Vamp 69 now, this bottom end of it. As you go through, you wonder what you're going to be facing next season in HHN. Would it be 33? This is 32, yeah. So hopefully it's not a werewolf. That's the only real phobia that I've got of any of these scare zones. I've never liked them. Just since I was a kid. I think it was American Werewolf in London. I was 10 years old. And ever since then, they freaked the living daylights out of me. Said they could be hiding absolutely anywhere. You just think they're just normal people walking past. Well, that's someone who's not normal. Just utter chaos. Yeah, it's only really been better, to be honest with you, when this area's been the purge. So would you go on it? I know people have and love it, but unfortunately that's not going to be us. Right, we're going to go and do one of my favourite scares of the 2 nights that we've done, and that is, they call it Yeti Campground Kills. I just simply call it Cocaine Bear, because he is there hiding in there and he's brilliant. Who right now even knows where they're going? It's just a maze of roped off areas, all going to different houses. Each wait line probably now about an hour. I have simply got to say that the Yeti House Campground Kills is probably right up there amongst the best houses I've ever done. Cocaine Bear in it, I couldn't help but stop and give him the big thumbs up. He's absolutely brilliant and he's a real character, and he gets huge cheers as they change over and he comes down and he walks around the area. But I simply love that. So this is the Ocean Attack. It's basically a Malibu and white rum infused drink that has been covered in ice, shaken up, has a large cherry and a gummy shark in it, and when it's served to you, a shark comes out and does the attack. Absolutely fantastic drink, although it does knock your head off. In the dock area where Patricia lives. That is Patricia. through the Zodiac zone with a familiar sound of chainsaws. Again, full of strange and wonderful creatures, all depicted from the signs of the Zodiac. If you look on their chest, there's a little fluorescent or glowing emblem which turns around and says what they are. The only thing is it's hard to make them out. Obviously the one that's easiest to make out is Scorpio over there, because it's a giant scorpion. Do not like a camera in their face, that's for sure. Really, really weird. Yeah, I see it creeping up on me. See what I mean about the Zodiac signs? Nothing like the screams. They bring it all to life. Hello up there. I think he wants my soul. If you scream, it'll chase you more. Right, we're choosing the last house for this event for this year. We're going back to Dueling Dragons because it's a house where you get to choose your fate. Last time we chose the frozen side, this time we're going to choose the hot side. So that technically means there's 11 houses because you get to choose a couple of different endings. So let's go and do this. And so we leave the fog for the final time in 2023. Well, I can truly say I've enjoyed HHN 32. Some of the houses have been great, some have been exceptional. People are going to turn around and say, oh, they're not good as years before, but it is what you're making it. Sometimes you might go for a house and you might not get the scare, and that person in front of you or the person behind you gets it. We've been lucky on many of the houses that we have got some decent scares. Sometimes we manage to go through them a bit slower, like the last house we done, the Dueling Dragons. This is the first time I actually looked either side and see the dragons both sides. We chose fire as the ending this time, and I think they just had a changeover of the scare actor, so one wasn't in place, so we didn't get the final scare. But all in all, when you look at it at the likes of, oh, let's see, what would be probably the best one? We know my best one's obviously the Yeti one. What's been your one?
I think I like Chucky.
Rach like Chucky. It was it started off quite mild, Chucky, when we went through that, and then it ended up as a complete slaughterhouse as you go through. As you think it's ended, but you go across and it really sort of vamps itself and goes again. But the scare zones have been great. I don't think you can beat clowns with chainsaws or the purge zone or a zombie zone, but all in all they've been fantastic in their own right. Did enjoy the show. What was the show called? Nightmare Fuel, but it was not as good as Academy of Villains, which we see a few years back. That, the scene, the way that was all put together and beautifully crafted, that's going to be standalone for many years. But they've done a perfectly good job. Only disappointment, didn't get to see the Megans. Speaking to some of the cast members, they're very sporadic and they can come out in 2 locations at any time. Maybe future could be an option for them to be at a certain spot, gives everyone a chance to see them. But apart from that, we thoroughly enjoyed it. This is our last trip, as I said, to Halloween Horror Nights 32. We've still got another trip back to Universal, which is a daytime trip, which will hit some of the rides. We've got a water park tomorrow, Old Town, still got a bit more Magic Kingdom, a bit more Epcot. So all in all, we can look forward to still to have some more fun. And with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. I know it's a big ask to get you to just tune in for that, maybe 20 minutes or so, but we appreciate it. So thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening, day, morning, whatever time it is. For us, it's now Saturday the 14th. It's no longer Friday the 13th. And with that, we'll see you in the movies. Bye for now.